You see that?
Oh,
That's a
Here we
ghost. Okay, welcome everyone.
welcome.
I'm
Boo.
Ashley.
Boo.
Boo.
Because today we're talking
You.
about ghosts.
Oh
So
yeah.
don't get scared. It's going to be creepy, maybe. I did find some stuff.
Oh good, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that YouTube that you did that was like ghosts are red?
I was thinking of, yeah. I was thinking of, I wonder if that's still on somewhere.
That
It
was
was
funny.
funny, though.
That was funny. It was like ghosts are red. I was like,
Yeah. Oh,
what?
that was the one where I was doing the comments. I was responding to the comments I got on it.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
video, the original video, blew the fuck up.
Blew up.
I know. It's
Blew up.
crazy.
Yep.
And everyone
Yep.
was so pissed off.
Why?
It was because they were saying it was fake because they didn't get that it was a joke.
Oh, you're like, yeah, yeah, it was fake.
But that's what made everyone comment on it. It was like I was rage baiting without doing it on purpose.
Yeah, and
Before
you're
that
like
was
the
even like
perfect
a
person to
thing.
do that because nothing really bothers you.
But
So
I
you're
didn't.
like,
I didn't think
okay.
that. I thought people would get that it was a joke because it's very
Yeah,
obviously a joke. It was actually kind of like, wow, people are fucking stupid.
that they are.
I think a
That
lot
they
of it was
are.
kids though too.
There's
Something I
a
noticed with like social media is like as an adult when you're on it, you assume naturally that like the people you're reading, the other people there are adults also. But a lot of them are kids. So like when someone says something
right.
really stupid or really rude or disrespectful or something like that, could be like a 13-year-old. Which is like
Exactly.
still not good, but it's like 13 like who cares what
Like, who cares?
they're allowed to
Sorry, no
test
offense,
out being an
13-year-old.
asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, see how it
I mean,
feels for a couple
I
months.
was not great at 13.
All right.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, you guys.
Yeah, or else the ghosts are gonna get you.
The ghosts, you don't want the ghosts
You don't
in the
want the
room.
ghosts.
You don't want the
You might think you want the ghosts,
you,
but
you don't.
I saw years ago a
You
it was
just look like a I don't know.
like shit's gonna get serious now. I saw a pole
Like a stripper
that
pole.
I saw a pole at a strip club, yeah, and they were like spinning around on it, and it
Oh.
was great.
Yeah.
Now I saw a poll that they did, and it was like based in New York, which is funny because New York's like known for having really high rent. I
Yeah.
wish I could find it now. They basically asked, they polled a bunch of New Yorkers. Blah.
Wow, that accent's going out.
They basically they polled a bunch of New Yorkers, and they said for $500 off your rent, would you live with a ghost? And then it like changed. It would be like for $100 monthly off your rent, would you live with a ghost? For no rent, for you never have to pay rent again, would you live with a ghost? No rent plus no utilities. And then a bunch of
Well,
people filled this out. It was funny.
that is funny, but I need more information on the ghost, not on
Yes,
the rent.
100%. That's my answer
Like,
too.
what
I
kind
wouldn't
of
be able to answer it.
ghost?
I would need more information. But let's say, so
Yeah.
let's say that was real somehow, and
Okay.
it could actually happen, but you did not get any information on the ghost that you get.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Just no,
Absolutely not.
straight up no.
No.
No
No.
rent and
Because
no utilities.
no. It depends. I need information on the ghost because you could have a really, really like now,
You could have an
granted,
asshole ghost,
I think a
like a
lot of it's
13-year-old
fear
online.
based too. A 13-year-old online ghost. That's the kind of
Yeah.
ghost I don't want.
No, I don't want to
I
deal with that.
don't want that ghost.
I don't want
No.
some preteen bullshit.
No.
It's not even mine, you know?
Right.
I mean, they're bad enough like the living versions.
I mean, is it like a dog ghost? Because that's fun.
You don't know though, that's the thing. So let's say
Right,
there was
exactly.
no, so you wouldn't take the risk.
No. Are you waking me up at night, like haunting me? No, I
Yeah, but what
don't
if you get
need.
like a really easy ghost, like someone who just
There's no
appears once a
guarantee.
week?
I'm not good with risks. I'm not good
Not
with
even
risks.
like ghost rent risks?
No.
No.
It's not worth it. If I look, for me to function properly as a human, I need obviously we
No
all have
demons.
base. No, no. Well, that's we're getting to another thing.
You need to not have demons interfering with your life.
No, I cannot. Well, if the ghosts and demons, they're like
I don't believe in demons, for what it's
okay,
worth, but we could talk
great,
about
yeah,
it, yeah.
yeah, yeah. But a lot of it's like, at least me and Brooke talk a lot about it, where it's fear based. Like if you have
Hmm.
like a poltergeist or something, it's because it's like energy, but it's feeding off your negative energy. So if you have like a partner or whatever, or you guys are fighting constantly, like there's that energy that feeds off, and then You like pretty much create it
I
yourself.
was just gonna say that's it. The way you're saying it, it makes me
Yeah.
think. I don't know if I've ever thought of it that way before, but it makes me wonder if you're creating it.
Yes, I mean 100%. Like your mood and your mindset, like your energy can affect a lot of stuff. So like poltergeists are like I'm not sure where I'm at on like demons and stuff because I do believe in like yeah, I don't
I mean, I'll
know.
tell you right now, there's no demons.
Right.
Yeah,
Thanks.
if you want
Now
the
I
real answer, but we
know.
could, yeah,
Well, we'll get into ghosts and stuff
yeah.
here.
So here, so
Yeah.
with the rent proposal thing,
Oh yeah, no, I'm still
so you say no, but
if
now
it's if it's
if you're saying the type of ghosts that you get have to do with like who you are, I would be pretty safe, I think.
yeah, but if it's not, you can have a ghost that like is in the building of like 1800s and they just never left and their energy's still there and they show up. Like I don't think I could visually like with my own eyeballs because
See it,
how like yes, how like
yeah,
mediums work or like people with clairvoyancy work. Like I see like I'll see your loved one in my head.
right. Like you're
It's
almost
kind
like
of
you're
like
remembering them.
yeah, like or something that like connects you to them, but it's all in my head. So I think if I saw like with my own eyeball, like I'm not I don't want
But now, what if it was like a your average Joe? Like, what if it was like just some guy who is not scary looking at all?
like not the Hat Man.
Not the Hat Man, just like Jim Bob in like a white t-shirt and
Well,
jeans.
would it, it depends because are they just staring at me?
No,
Because
just
that's
like you see him
creepy.
passing, like walking, and then he's gone.
I think I would freak out, to be honest.
I mean, the first time, but then now
Yeah,
here's the other part: is if it happens frequently enough, like after how many times, you're just not going to care anymore. So then you have something you don't care
that's
about that
true.
doesn't bother
Yeah.
you, and you never have to pay rent the rest of the time that you're in your
Okay.
apartment.
If it's just Jim Bob that
I really don't
walk,
want to pay rent.
you
And he's
really
home.
don't want. I'm okay paying rent if I can keep my sanity. Like as long as they're not waking me up in the middle of the night, my sleep, right?
Okay.
Sleep is so important for really anybody, but for me, I need like a good solid 8, 9 hours.
Even if it was like Jim Bob waking you up,
What are you
not
waking me
scary.
up for? No, Jim Bob.
What if he
No,
was like,
no.
Ashley, oh shit, sorry. Bye, see you later. Jim Bob, because he talks like this.
He's
I
a
didn't know you
country
were sleeping. I
ghost.
was going to show you something. Never mind. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
I would be like, oh, Jim Bob, you're so funny.
Oh, Jim Bob.
Jim Bob.
Thank
I
God I don't
that
have
would
to pay rent
that right? I mean, if that's the case, yeah. But
if you had a Jim Bob.
if I had a Jim Bob, only a Jim Bob. If he was
Yeah.
waking me up just for nothing or to like scare me just to show me himself, no.
Yeah.
Like you're ruining my sleep.
And that's going to
And
affect your
actually,
mental health and
yeah.
physical health and everything. Yeah.
Yes.
What if it was
Be
Jim Bob, but he was like doing weird, like poltergeisty shit?
No. No. That's where we
Even if he
draw
was
the
still
line.
like Jim Bob, like, oh, I'm just gonna stack these chairs up on the. Sorry, I got to stacking the chairs again on top of the table. Have you seen Poltergeist, the movie?
No, I don't watch scary
Oh,
movies. I
I
don't
opened all
like
your
them.
cabinets again. Sorry, I just love doing that. I'll close them in a second. You've never seen that movie?
No, I cannot watch scary movies. I
Oh, you're such a
cannot.
baby.
I will have nightmares. No, no, no. Like, it's not even that I get scared.
In the
It's
moment,
that, yeah, like I can
right?
get
You
scared
just
in the
will have
moment, whatever.
nightmares.
It's, I will have nightmares for months. And then what I do is I jump on my bed because I'm afraid someone's like under my bed grabbing me by the feet and like gonna pull me out to like the underworld. I can't even watch cheesy scary movies. I can't do it. So no, if he's doing poltergeisty shit, is he telling me he's stacking the chairs?
He's
Or
just
no?
like, oh, that was me, Ashley. I'm sorry.
No. I
I'll
can't
take him
have
down in a minute. I just got.
that's
I'm
what
a
you're doing?
poltergeist, so I always do stuff like this. I know it's really inconvenient for you. Oh, sorry, Ashley.
I don't know.
I think so for
If I
me,
didn't
for
have to pay
sure.
rent and he was telling me he was stacking chairs in that accent, I'd probably be like, Bob, can you
The
just
accent
stop?
definitely takes the
The
scary out of
accent,
it.
yes. If he just didn't say anything and was just staring at me stacking chairs, no, I'll pay rent. It's fine. I'll pay some rent. Guys, let us know
Yeah.
in the comments if
Yeah,
Jim Bob.
where are you on this Jim Bob ghost situation? My thing for sure, I'd be concerned about, like you said, what they look like.
Yeah.
That's almost all that would matter to me is what they look like. Because if they look scary, no. Just no.
But like, what's looking scary? Like, cause like people get scared of old time, like, well, most people get scared of like old timey ghosts. People dress in like the 1800s
Yeah, that's
clothes, or
scarier
like,
than regular modern clothes,
yeah,
but
it's
it's
like
not.
not Jim Bob and jeans
I
and a
mean, like if
t-shirt.
their
I'd be like,
face is all like distorted and
oh
like
yeah. Well, what if they're not and they're just, but they just stare at you? They
that would
don't
be
say
scary. See, that
anything.
would fall into that would be scary the first few times it happens, and then after that, I don't think it would be.
Oh, see, I would hate it. I would absolutely hate it. And I would pay all the rent. I'd be like, I'll pay extra rent for you not to be here.
Even if they were like normal looking.
Yeah, no, I don't want to be stared at. No, thank you.
What if it was just like once a month, and it wasn't at nighttime, only during the day, and there, it was Jim Bob, normal looking, and he was just like,
And I'm not paying rent.
yeah. If you say no to this, you're out of your mind. Once a month, Jim Bob.
It just seems like a Jim Bob's
Regular,
fine because he's country, and I'm starting to
regular
really like
dude,
him.
yeah.
So you're gonna have to bring him
He's a
back. I
nice
feel like we could
guy.
be friends. He is a
Yeah,
nice guy.
anything goes wrong
He's
with your
just
car
telling
or
me.
whatever, you could just let him know.
Yeah,
He'll,
he's like letting me know I'm a poltergeist and I'm just doing stuff. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
He's nice. How long am I being stared at?
Be like this, ready? And then walk away.
Well, okay, so like 5 seconds? Fine. If it's 3 seconds and once a month and
And Jim
it's
Bob.
and Jim Bob's cool. He's the best ghost.
All right, good. I'm glad we got that
Yeah.
figured out.
Have you been ghost hunting?
So a friend of mine and I went. We were at this Airbnb, and it was at this historic like property that had something to do with like Gettysburg. But we specifically went like to try to to try to see a ghost.
Mhm.
And we're like, there's got to be some way we could like close our eyes and like say something out loud. I don't remember what we. I wish she was here. I don't remember what we
Close
ended up
your
saying.
eyes and say,
Yeah, we were gonna try to like
what?
let them know like we want to see you. So
So you have to close your
do
eyes to do
something.
that?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember what we did. It didn't work. We didn't see anything.
We
But you have had
Yes,
experiences.
yes, yes. So I went ghost hunting twice. The second time I didn't see anything, but the first time I went with my friend Brooke, who is a professional medium, and then we went with two of her other friends.
To
We ended
where?
up So we went to South Carolina. It's called the Bellamy Mansion. I'm going to share my screen. Built in the 1800s. It was just like huge. I think it's 10,000 square foot mansion.
I feel like I recognize the name. Like I found it when we were like looking for places to go.
Yeah, it was wild. I ended up taking pictures, and when I was looking back through my pictures, I was like, what in the world was that? Well, you can see the outline of a man, and then when you put it next to the guy, like Mr. Bellamy, it looks exactly like him, and I was like, oh my god. And then I
Oh, so
have
there was a ghost. So they already knew what ghosts.
well, it was the guy who like built the mansion, like him and his wife and like their
Bellamy,
kids. Yeah, Bellamy. That was the
Jim
last
Bob
name.
Bellamy.
Jim Bob Bellamy. But it was really cool because I don't have like all the footage, like Brooke has most of it, but
Hmm.
but we had a lot of there was a lot of activity there, and but we had little flashlights, and we would ask them questions, and they would like light up the flashlight, and
Wow.
yeah, it was really really cool. So let me see, share a screen.
Bellamy.
Crap!
Hit present again.
Don't tell me what to do. Jim Bob.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah. So here's the mansion. Okay, hold on.
Bellamy. Mr.
Bellamy.
Bellamy.
Image file, bitch. I don't like this. How did I get here before? Share screen. Can you see
No.
this?
Nope.
Can you see
I
this?
don't. No, I don't see it.
Oh my god.
I think you picked. You didn't pick your whole screen. You picked.
I did
Like.
the whole screen.
Oh. Try picking it harder.
Yeah. Share.
Share it better. There you go. Okay.
Okay.
Now whatever you open will show. So much creepier
So
and
here's an
sepia.
old-timey picture of the mansion. Yeah, yeah, very creepy. And like the upstairs was very I didn't like the upstairs. I thought it was very creepy. Like the first floor, we were like, okay, like we all kind of felt some things, and then we went upstairs. I was like, but it was also like obviously it's like pitch black.
Yeah, it's
Very,
creepy
very
looking.
dark.
And also, you're going to be affected by, like, there are certain things that we've learned are creepy. So, like, if you're
Yes.
around those
Dark.
things, even if you try to ignore it, your subconscious is like, oh, this looks like a horror movie.
Yeah.
Be scared, you know.
Yep. Okay, so here's the
I like
picture I
that
took.
photo.
I took this photo just randomly, and I'm like, what is here? So I zoom in. Now
Oh,
I stared at this for a while because I was like trying to debunk it, and I was like,
yeah. I mean, it's
what?
hard to tell.
Yeah, but I
I
was like,
see what you're
what?
seeing, though, yeah.
But that's the audio. Look at this.
Oh,
Like, kind of,
interesting.
yeah, like his nose, like it looks just like him. I was like, what?
That's cool. Yeah, with like just a
Yeah,
different beard
yep.
or something blocking this. The nose, yeah.
The nose, yep. Just everything. I was like, huh? Because I was looking at it so hard. And I was like, is this what
That's
is this?
cool.
Like here,
Did
boom.
you fall? Did you like trip and fall before taking that photo? Because it looks like it's
No, I was
from the
sitting on
floor.
the. Well, I was sitting. We were all sitting on the ground. So this is a cat ball we were
Oh, okay.
using.
That is cool. I could
Yeah,
definitely see it either way, but like, who knows if it's that. What is that called? How do you pronounce it? Pareidolia?
I don't
Doi.
know.
It's where you see
But like,
faces and things because faces
yeah.
are important to us.
But it looks like even his
But
outfit,
it
like
does look
the
like the guy in
whole.
the picture.
Yeah,
That is cool though, that they're
yeah.
side by side.
Hmm. Yeah, there was so much activity. We loved it. And they give you snacks.
Okay, I'm down
Yeah,
then.
yeah.
In that case,
Is there a ghost behind the child in the corner?
I'm not going to read all of this, but so there's the talking about these two kids.
Okay.
And then I was like, I don't see anything. There's knives there though,
There
which
are
is
knives.
creepy. There are knives, so you know what that means, ghost.
Ghosts. Where there are knives and kids and
Ghosts.
bread, it looks like.
Spaghetti. So they're
Yep.
talking about this here. Can you see that? I
Oh.
wish I
That's not a like a person?
no. I mean this is,
Right.
but this like evil nun behind her is not.
Evil
Unless
known
it
is
was.
5 foot tall.
It's a little baby
It's a little
nun
baby nun.
child. It's a nun child. And she's like, ah, we're getting her picture taken. And she's like, fuck, there's a nun child behind
I
my hair.
don't know. It doesn't really look like a ghost. It seems like
It could
pretty
just be a kid.
solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now that's the thing. So, like, do you think if it's solid, it means it's not a ghost? Let's say you and I witness this ourselves and we know it's
Right.
real. What do you think because it's solid?
I would
It's not
think
a
so.
ghost?
I mean, not that ghosts all the time have to be like transparent, how people see them, but people see like shadows, and I don't want to say anything wrong here, but I think it's kind of rare to see a ghost in like such solid form. Mediums, if you're out there, let me know your feelings on this. But I don't think I've ever heard of even mediums that I know, they see shadows and silhouettes and stuff
Which
like that. So,
unfortunately is what you're also more likely to see from your brain messing up instead of a clear, solid. This one's good. But watch back here. Are you able to see
okay.
my pointer?
Yeah.
Okay. Keep watching back there.
Okay.
That did you see it?
Yeah.
Someone walk across.
Ooh. But like I don't know these people. Is this,
So you don't know if it really was someone. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say if I recorded this video and I was by myself.
Like it just looks like someone else in the house.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say. I don't trust nobody.
Yeah.
Like give me
There's more.
like a dude, like a silhouette, like walking into a wall. Then I'd be like, oh, okay, that's
Yeah. But even that, you can fake that easily.
for sure. I mean, anything you can do anything on the internet, but
The dogs aren't reacting to it either, which doesn't mean anything, but it means if it is a ghost, it might just be a Jim Bob.
it's probably just a gym dog.
He was in there playing with the dogs.
I don't know. It just looks like there's some dude just walking in the house.
And then I saw one that was or heard one. I had to make sure I could get the sound to work for this one, but I've never been so torn before between finding something terrifying and hilarious, which is a
Okay.
weird but amazing combination.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's good before I get to that. You see that?
Oh. Yep. Okay, that's
That's
like a
pretty good.
okay. That's pretty good. Yep.
Because it's not just a face, it's a
It's a
dress.
whole
There's like a
yeah.
ribbon around the this arms.
Yep. Nope, 100%.
What's she doing up there? Who knows?
Just making sure they work.
Yep.
So you guys
No
are lazy.
slacking. No slacking on this farm. Oh, this is a good. I have to see what. Hang on. Pareidolia. Okay. So pareidolia is a psychological phenomenon where people perceive meaningful images or patterns in random or ambiguous stimuli, like seeing faces in clouds or a face on a grilled cheese sandwich. Interesting examples they gave. But because it's like an evolutionary thing, because faces are important to us, because we have to, if we see someone coming towards our tribe back in the day, we have to, as quickly as possible, gauge whether they're friendly or going to kill us, that type of thing.
Okay.
So we basically see faces in stuff that doesn't have faces. It could be anything, but just a pattern that's familiar, but it's usually faces. And it's like 90% of the stuff that shows up in pictures, ghost related, is pareidolia.
Oh,
Pareidolia.
okay.
So like your thing, even though it would have been a good one, could be pareidolia, but when you showed it side by side to the picture of the guy whose house it was, then it's a little more ooh, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, here's a good pareidolia, in my opinion.
Okay.
It says, my cousin took this selfie when she was home alone. Do you see him?
Okay. Yep.
Right here?
Yeah.
That's not a person there.
I don't
It
know
looks
what it
like one.
is. It does look like
It
one.
looks exactly like a person, but it's not. It's just our brains doing it. So there are certain things I feel like you could see her a little, not quite what a face would look like at that angle. Like this wouldn't be all lit up here. His nose, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't
I
really
don't know.
see
It does
any.
look like a fucking face, though.
It does. It absolutely does.
Yeah.
This would continue a little more. I'm trying to picture like if I were drawing it. The shadowing is off. If that was a real, I think it's great though.
Yeah. I mean, I can definitely see it.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a person, but I'm pretty sure it's not. Yeah, my guess is it's
Interesting.
like fabric or something.
Yeah.
It's fabric, man. Fabric will get you.
For real. Gettysburg is bad. Gettysburg is really haunted.
Not for us, apparently. Not for me and my friend who tried to get it to haunt us.
Well, it didn't want to.
No, it didn't. Here's a fun one. Also, pareidolia, most likely, but or this one I'm sure is actually. It's creepy. You see it?
No.
Face?
No.
No?
No.
A face with its mouth open?
Uh, I guess.
Like
I mean, I could kind of see, but it looks like a fish.
what?
Yeah.
A fish?
Looks like an anglerfish. Looks
Really?
like a fish. I do not see like an actual face.
Eyes, like the eyes are
I
here.
see the eyes, but
Nose,
it,
head, hair.
it's distorted face.
Yeah, that's why it's
That is
creepy.
definitely that whatever you call it.
Pareidolia.
Pareidolia.
I think it's the top of like it's pointed to my screen like you can see my hand. Top of it, the back of a chair, maybe. It is creepy though.
It's a creepy face.
Sound one.
Oh, that's an orb. That was good.
That was a bug. And so is this ghost actually. I only know this because I know cameras, like the security cameras I had to watch constantly.
Oh yeah.
So like I know what we had outdoor ones too. Not that there can't be bugs indoors, but I just know exactly what bugs look like when they're close.
Okay.
I mean, it could be a ghost bug, to be fair.
Well, sometimes orbs do that.
That's a bug for sure,
Yeah.
because you
Okay.
could tell. And then this ghost that comes up here is also a bug crawling.
Oh,
Yeah, 100% bug.
okay.
The rest are all ghosts.
Okay.
This childhood photo has stumped me for years.
The outfits are like
Yeah, the outfits are stumping me, but I lived in the
the
80s, so
house that's just like two pieces of
watch
wood.
this kid is like not actually there. That would be a good one.
That
The text is gonna say I was sitting on the chair with my little hat by myself. No one knows who this is.
would-
That's a
I
ghost I
mean,
would take
it's a
for no rent.
stumping photo. I would take that for yeah.
This
If
little
that kid
80s
showed up,
girl
yeah.
or boy,
We don't know.
this little 80s non-binary, I'd take it.
Is there something in the window? Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
What's
that's what
so
they
weird
had
about it?
said, but it's not enough for me. The kid is cute though. Good little
Yeah,
face.
stumped me for
That kid's a
years.
ghost though.
100%. I think we
100%.
figured it out. Wait, scroll up, scroll up. Hold on. Okay, so this lady had to do the news in a cemetery. She's scared. She's like, why'd I
She's
get
got
this
other people with
job?
her. She's got
It don't matter.
probably 2 or 3 other people.
She's probably terrified inside.
But what you can't
Can you
see
hear
because
it?
it's dark out, and
Yeah.
as you can see behind me here, we have
She's barely moving.
dark out, and as you can see behind me here, we have,
Wow. Did you see that?
but what you can't see because it's dark out, and as you can
Behind
see
her.
behind me here, we
Oh, on that side. It's a tombstone, no?
No. Did you see the
behind me
thing?
here, we have a few
floating by? Watch
gravestones,
it.
but what you can't see because it's dark out, and as you can see behind me here, we
I'm not seeing it. I have to make it bigger.
Look, right there. It like walks by. It's like a whole ass. You see that?
Oh.
That's a ghost.
Here we-
We figured it out. This terrified news reporter.
see
She's
behind me
acting
here, we-
strong, but she's terrified.
Well, she didn't see it. It's behind
it's
her.
dark out, and as you can see behind me here, we
As you can see behind me, there's a little.
There's a ghost. It looks like a child
can't see
running
because it's
behind
dark
me. You
out,
have
and
to
as you
stop
can
it
see
and go
behind
back
me here, we
6 times if your name is Juliet.
what you can't see because it's dark out, and as you can see behind me here, we
Wow,
That
that's
could be a kid, though.
but what you can't see because it's dark
Can you
out,
just
and
let
as
me
you can
have
see
one?
behind me here, we
That could be a kid running.
that's not a solid figure.
But it's far away and it's dark and stuff.
Why don't you take
And it's going
your
fast.
see because it's dark
What?
out, and as you can
Negative-
see behind
A
me,
negative attitude.
Where was the video or the audio you
Oh,
wanted?
yeah. It's so funny, but it's also terrifying.
I don't have nightmares probably
It's alright.
about
They're
ghosts at
make-believe.
the zoo with me and Noah.
You in that dress.
Is
Is
that a
funny.
ghost? That's a whole.
But it says, "What is wrong with my face?" Photo taken 2013. Or what is going on? Is it just the lighting, energy from my sister's room? Do I have a spirit attached to me?
No.
Did I at the time or what? Let's see.
There's no spirit attached to you. It's just bad lighting.
Yeah. It's just.
I mean,
I
does
get
look
why they're like, oh, that's
yeah.
creepy with the hair coming down and everything. But it's definitely like a.
Cause look at her hand. Look at her hand down there. Like it's
Down
a
here.
shadow. Her hand looks white. Like that's
This
probably
you're talking about?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's dark.
Good eye.
Or, like,
So like there's 2 forms of light
Yeah,
coming
there's
in,
no
and then
spirit
when
that
one of them
attaches
is not
to
on
you.
it, it's this color.
That
It would be
yoga
good if she was
person-
like, oh, I was sitting, cross-legged on the floor,
yeah.
in my sister's room, and the picture came out like this. My sister looked at it and said, "Your body's in a completely different position."
Jim Bob was like, "That's my
Jim Bob
bad."
was like, "Oh, you guys like yoga? I heard about that." You know those apps where you can record like your sleep cycle, and it'll
Yeah.
let you know if you're snoring or talking in your sleep.
Yeah.
So someone, if it's real, had an interesting find on their app the next day. And this is the one where I'm like 100% creeped out and 100% finding it hilarious. Wait. I want you to like be ready for it.
Okay, I'm
It's
ready.
so funny. Well, let me read the thing.
Okay.
Man's voice recorded on my sleep cycle app. I record myself at night and I was horrified when I woke up to this recording. I live alone in a second floor apartment in a city. I have deadbolt locks on my door and there's no other way to get into my apartment. The voice, capital V, the voice is incredibly clear and seems to be talking to me and I'm responding, which she is, which is funny because she's doing it in her sleep. I don't recognize the man's voice and I think I detect a bit of some kind of accent. I put what he said into translator apps, but I couldn't figure anything out. I don't know if this is paranormal or ghost. To me, it sounds like there was someone in my apartment, but I don't know how that would be possible. The only thing I could think of is that some kind of technology in my apartment got hacked. I have an Alexa in my living room, but that wouldn't be close enough to my phone to record the voice so clearly. Does anyone have an explanation for what this could be? I am really freaked out. You ready to hear it? So this is what she heard the next day.
Waka. Yeah. Waka waka baka baka.
What? Can you play back?
Waka. Yeah. Waka waka baka baka.
That's
That
so
is
torn.
terrifying and hilarious.
It's terrifying and hilarious. Waka waka baka baka. And then she's answering him going, mm-hmm, in her sleep. So I can tell unless she's like a really good actress or something. I do believe this is real
Yeah.
because of her. I've done this to like girlfriends of mine before where I try to get them to talk back in their sleep. Like when I could tell that they're starting to talk in their sleep, like asking questions and stuff. Because it's always funny, like no matter what comes out. And her like, sounds 100% real to me.
Yeah.
So I do think it's real, unless she just faked it really well, which is possible because it's not like there's much to go on here.
Wow.
Let me hear it again.
Waka. Yeah. Waka waka baka baka.
The fact
Waka waka
the
baka
fact that he's
baka.
saying waka waka baka baka and she in her sleep is going is already funny. Like no matter how creepy it is, that's hilarious.
It's even creepier that it's 3:26 a.m. Like that's.
Oh yeah, I didn't even
feels
realize
like
it says it there. Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh. I'm getting the chills. That's not.
Yeah. Waka waka baka baka is gonna come.
Waka. Yeah. Waka waka baka baka.
That is fucking weird.
That is fucking weird. That is really weird.
And her going, and him going, It's got to be someone playing a trick on her, right?
I don't know.
Waka. Yeah. Waka waka baka baka.
It just doesn't make any sense. Like waka waka baka baka. Put it into
One more
Google.
time.
I'm gonna put it into Google.
Waka.
The thing that's creepy about it is his voice sounds like kind of like, almost like he's like spit in his mouth. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Waka. Yeah. Waka waka baka baka.
Waka waka baka baka. Creepy.
I'm putting it into Google.
So the top comment on this says hilarious and terrifying at the same time. 100%.
Okay, so the word baka is a Japanese word that means fool or stupid. But when I typed in waka waka baka baka refers to the Shakira song Waka Waka, this time for Africa. And the phrase waka waka is a slang phrase from Cameroon meaning do it. The word baka is a Japanese word that means fool, so it says it could be do it fool
If you're speaking in two different
or
languages.
do
though.
it stupid. The term waka also is used, however, as a synonym for tanka, which is a short poem, which is the basic form of Japanese poetry. Oh, he wrote her a poem.
Aw, that's sweet.
Oh.
She has nothing to be worried about.
No, he said waka waka baka baka.
Yeah,
That was his
waka waka
poem.
baka baka. Someone said, honestly, when it comes to how clear it is, I freaking hope all you have is a ghost. Your voice,
Yeah,
like,
for
crystal
sure.
clear.
Yeah.
So she says she has. I'm gonna just treat this like it's real, because it could be. She says she has like motion censored cameras, and nothing happened. So it's not like some creeper sneaking into her apartment somehow. And then of course you have the Reddit people saying you'd be surprised at how easily someone could get into an apartment, especially if they live in the same complex as you. What? Not really a thing. I'd get a camera for your place, make sure, because that is far too clear to be a paranormal recording. So again, that
Yeah.
The general consensus is like if it's too clear, either an image or a sound, then we tend to not think it's paranormal, which is interesting, right? They definitely understood each other.
Yeah, for sure.
Isn't that crazy though? Do it behind. Do it in the butt. So he's telling her to do it in the butt.
Bacchus. But even if it's a real person, why, first of all, obviously, like, she's pretty much saying you can't get into her apartment.
My other possibility is that it's like a glitch with the app that she has somehow. So is there a way that somehow hers could have gotten like
Like, linked to something.
linked to someone else's or something? So maybe there's some guy out there who's sleep talking, being like waka waka. No, but they were like answering each other.
Yeah. Weird.
That's crazy. I mean, if it's not real, it's really good, and I appreciate it. Because it's like like if you were to fake something like this, like it's hard to make it land in that area of where it's believable, but
Yeah.
also really like whoa. And this definitely, for me, is in that area. Come on, come on. Sorry, Toby. Toby didn't like that for some reason. Toby, waka waka baka baka.
Yeah. Waka 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 waka.
Waka waka baka baka. Oh, that's pretty good.
Oh. Yeah.
That's a good one. I think it's fake though.
Yeah. It looks too.
Too good.
Yeah. It looks like a draw. Like somebody drew them.
It looks like an anime character. Like if Johnny Depp in an anime character had a ghost man.
My friend Brooke has a ring that like tracks her sleep and like her heart
Oh
rate and
yeah.
stuff. Well, she noticed that when she's channeling, like when she does groups or when she does readings, that it like stops. Like everything stops. It doesn't record anything. Like there's no heart rate,
That's
there's no
interesting.
nothing. Just once she starts channeling, it like it doesn't pick up anything. It's like she's dead.
I wonder if that happens to other people too, who have
I
that
don't know.
ring. I guess you'd have to find the overlap between like people who channel and people who have that same item, which is probably pretty slim.
Slim.
Anyway, waka waka baka baka, you know?
Waka waka baka baka. Yeah.
Bye! I love you.
Okay, bye. I love you.
Watch out for ghosts.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Watch out for waka waka tonight. He's gonna touch you
And
in your
Jimbo.
baka baka.
Well, I'd rather have Jimbo here.
Oh yeah, Jim Bob will just,
I don't.
he's not gonna do anything
I'd
inappropriate.
be wishing that
He
on
was
me.
raised a
Alright.
southern gentleman. Bye.
Bye.